Hi there. This is going to be a general reading for all signs, okay? This is going to be, I guess, an energy check-in, if you will. We kind of just do what we do when we're called to do it. Just feel out what the energy is like. I hope everybody's staying safe. Hope everybody's being cautious, proactive, prepared, and considerate. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Ooh, why do I feel like this is super duper important right now and extremely relevant? That's what many people are actually doing right now, crossing over the threshold, that line of, it's like this, it's a level up. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. That's the time period of right now, where we're going to start to go on lockdown and self-quarantine ourselves. There's places around the world that there is no self-quarantining. It's been ordered. And so, in the US, that's not the way it is here yet, but we're practicing that. I'm only going out for necessities. Post office, grab groceries, water, right back home. We're not doing anything else. We're not going to the mall. We're not eating at restaurants, because it's just about, doing our part. They asked us to be cautious. We're going to do that. The transformation is exactly that. It's like right now we're going to be in a cocoon, if you want to look at it like that. Being in the womb, because it is a rebirth, right? They say, oh, corona means crown. Yes, it does. You guys have heard us. I know I say us because there's a lot of other people out there that have been talking about this, but you've heard us, including myself, from last year talk about the crowning. The baby's head coming out, right? Like when a woman gives birth, the head crowns right around. This is what we're doing right now. It's the crowning, the rebirth, poof. Crowning, however you want to look at this. It's this transformation. It's going through the womb, going through the cocoon, being in the womb, getting ready to be rebirthed. That's like the butterfly, right? What the caterpillar thinks is the end, the butterfly sees as a new beginning. It's like the caterpillar doesn't die, the caterpillar transforms. We're all going through this transformation, and it's really about how you are handling it. Are you taking it seriously? Are you making fun of other people? Are you panicking and hoarding? Or are you just not taking it seriously at all? It's really about common courtesy right now, and thinking about each other and realizing we're all connected. And taking this time to take a step back to heal, or go through these final steps in the cocoon or in the womb, so that we can emerge as a butterfly, or emerge as a brand new baby, or as a phoenix, if you're talking about ashes, right? Deep healing we're going through right now. A lot of us are purging a lot of old things, past lives, right? A lot of people are triggered. These events are triggering a lot of people's past life memories of already going through shit like this, plagues and stuff, right? I've talked about this before, especially on Instagram, xi_missy_xi, where it's a lot of triggering of those old things. And so it's a lot of deep healing of past lives too. I feel like there's one more, but maybe not. No, I feel like it. Something here. In this initiation card too, it's really dark, right? On this side of the gateway. And on the opposite end of the gateway, you can see that there is color and there is light. See that lightning striking? It's like enlightenment, right? But it's like once you cross through this is like being in the cave or in the womb or in the cocoon, and then poof, you come back out. It's super duper symbolic. Trying to ground my energy as much as I possibly can, and just kind of make sense of all of this, We're having to do things we've never thought we'd ever do in our lives, right? We're doing phone calls with our doctors over the phone, or video conference. We're ordering a lot of things in. Giving the environment a little bit of a break and a breather too. Inner temple, holy shit, it says take a break. A life's work not a season, get off the trip. Holy shit, I swear, if they're just not screaming for us to all take a pause, a breather, this 2 weeks, 2 months, however long it's going to be that you have to kind of quarantine or self-quarantine, this is insane. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? An inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. This is what many of us are going to do during this time period of lockdown or isolation, is really get in there and listen. Close our eyes. See what we cannot see. We're going to address things we didn't want to address before. We are going, the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Oh my God, it's insane. You know, they say the cards never ever lie. I don't even know what I was talking about. I'm just like blown away. Thank you, Will, for purchasing me this deck. It's absolutely stunning. I don't know what it's called. I forget. It's right here. Work your light oracle. And then I don't know what this deck is called. I forget what it is. I have the book over here somewhere. Hopefully I don't need it because it's buried over there. Wow, what the hell is this? Number 10, Aurora Garden. Beginning, initiate, origin. Initiation you have right here, right? Remember? And look at how gorgeous the card is. Oh my God, you can't make shit like this up. Sky Fire, number 11. Messages, channels, and information. A lot of this is going to happen during our period of self-isolation. And the gathering, community, kinship, and companionship. Look at it though. It's all spirit and energy. You know how right now we're just so used to kind of gathering physically? But what if that's not important at all? What if the gathering is just us spiritually coming together, right? Us coming together and shining my light and your light and your light and your light and your light. What if that's what it's about? You see how it's totally about looking at things so differently? This is, if you had any doubt prior to this coronavirus shit, if you had any doubt what age of whatever we were in, are we still in age of Pisces? If this doesn't fucking tell you we're in age of Aquarius right now, or being birthed finally into age of Aquarius, I don't know what to tell you. This is Aquarius shit, humanitarian shit, philanthropy. Aquarians, open-minded, right? They're logical, but yet they're the water bearers. So what it means is that they are in control of their emotions. They don't let their emotions take over them. They hold emotions, right? They can control it. They can manipulate it. They're in control. I almost just feel like during this period of isolation, many of you guys are going to go into your cocoons or wombs, lick your wounds, cry, scream, laugh, play, love, make love, learn, create. And during this process, you are going to shed everything that no longer is needed from past lives and in this life. I think many of you are going to come out of this completely different people. I really do. And I think it's showing people's true colors here, you know, of how much people care about the other by just basically, you know, how much common courtesy are you extending to the next and the next and the next and the next. I'm going to do one more oracle card and then we're going to hit the tarot deck. It really is about one love, that I am connected to everything. I'm not attached, but I'm connected to everything. I am that I am. Cards feel sticky. This is the oracles of the fairy, but they feel sticky, meaning that the energy is kind of tight in this, you know? It's like light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. My gosh, this is fucking insane. This is fucking insane, you guys. This is it. This is it. It's always darkest right before dawn, right? And that's like what this is. On this side of the threshold, It's dark and it's gloomy, but you're about to pass through. You cannot have just all light, yeah? It's off balance. You must have light and dark, masculine and feminine. Four of Pentacles. Somebody's holding on to something, cherishing something, nourishing it. Wow, transformation, death. So this is absolutely confirmation right here with the transformation card here and then death here. This is Scorpio energy, but Scorpio energy is all about what? Excuse me, I can't even talk. It's all about death and rebirth. It's all about endings and new beginnings, right? It's all one and the same. That's what infinity is about. Infinite. It's about there is no end, because the beginning is the end is the beginning. There's this gorgeous transformation, though, metamorphosis that many people are going to be going through. This energy feels like she's hanging on to something. She could be hanging on to something that she's supposed to let go of. You're going to find that a lot of you guys may be purging or being emotional, crying about certain things that we were supposed to have let go of that we fucking didn't. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of things that we may have put in the closets and pretended when they're no more. Eight of Swords, seeing that kept us trapped. It's about freeing ourselves by addressing what's there, even if it scares you, even if it hurts you. I've got a lot of purging to do too in this time of isolation and healing. I have to come to terms with the loss of a soulmate. You know, soulmates are not always romantic. Soulmates are family members, could be friends, and romantic. She was my soulmate, my grandma, and I deal with that loss best I can, and I didn't realize that I didn't allow myself time to really get over it. And that's why it keeps bubbling up now, and I just get into hysterics and I cry and I purge, and it's a good time period for many of us to let go and surrender to things and to stop hanging on to them. Whether you're hanging on to anger, whether you're hanging on to fear. You have here the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. But this is also somebody who, it's almost like he's territorial. Please give me 1 second. Hold on. I had to stir my pot. I am making juk or kongi. I guess there's two different ways to say it. My grandma used to always make, speaking of her, she used to make the best juk after Thanksgiving, because she would take the turkey carcass and she would boil it and she would make juk. But I don't eat meat. Yeah, I'm a pescatarian, almost 4 years now. So, of course, there's no meat in there. I just took broth with rice, and I kind of cut up a small piece of ginger, and I put Hawaiian salt in there, and it's boiling away. And I wanted to put cilantro, fresh cilantro in there, but the grocery store didn't have. So, we gotta just make do. We're all right. We're okay. Just little things, comfort foods, I feel like I want to eat like hearty things like soups and stuff, drink teas. And again, I think it's because it's triggering that part of me from past lives when I probably went through some shit like this. That's probably what we had to drink and eat. Porridges, soups, teas, hot water, shit like that. It's crazy how it's literally bringing up, stuff like that. And on purpose, though, I think. On purpose. So anyways, this Nine of Cups feels like he is almost territorial of his cups. Very proud of them, too. But is there anything in the cups? Is it fulfilling? Something tells me what is not fulfilling or emotionally fulfilling, or fulfilling in general. I was going to say something else, and they're just like, no, it's just not fulfilling. It's going to be taken away, washed away. It's all about necessities right now, yes? For sure. Wow, you got Justice and the King of Swords. So Justice here could be Libra energy. You got the owl here that could be very symbolic. For some of you, owl can symbolize wisdom. Can symbolize elders, spiritual ancestors, spiritual guides, things of that sort. Communication too, right? Because it's a bird. Justice is Libra energy. So some of you are dealing with Libra, or you are the Libra. It's also karma, karmic balance, right? Balancing the karmic scales. It's also about learning a karmic lesson. The karmic lesson here could be you need to let go of whatever this is that is either weighing you down, keeping you like this, or it's run its course, or the healing has to happen. King of Swords here is another bird. Sword, communication, truth, clarity. He is very decisive. It's like he's standing there and he's saying, I chose. I know what I already chose. I already know what I want. It's not about choose. I already chose. He feels like he is standing there watching. Could this be someone you're dealing with that's watching this unfold? Maybe they can't come in and intervene. I've got to go through my own shit. And I know it's kind of like we get to this point where we go, really? How many times am I going to do this? It's not our first rodeo. We've already had the big bang, as I like to call it, which is our big awakening, right? The very first one. And then, of course, throughout that time, we've had all little mini ones. We constantly have little mini awakenings because that's why we're here. We're always here to learn and to further our progress and shit, right? So he has chosen, and he's just watching you, High Priestess. Holy shit. He knows he ain't got to do shit. He's watching you do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. High Priestess is a bad bitch because she's hella spiritual. She's hella connected. She understands, oh, I feel this type of way because it's my past lives. Oh, I understand. She's so self-aware. She knows that she has got some shit in the closet she don't want to deal with. She knows that she's got to purge. She knows. She'll keep her to damn secrets. She knows what she put in the closet. She knows that there's cycles and phases. Hold on, you guys. I got to turn the heat down. Sorry. Oh my God, it smells so amazing too. If you guys want to, you guys can look up vegan recipes for it and use vegetable broth, but I use chicken broth. Because even though I don't eat the flesh of the things, I do not get too crazy because I'm not a vegan. I don't get too crazy about not using chicken broth. I still use chicken broth. It's probably, I don't know why. I don't know. It's just flavorful. My daughter is not going to want me to use vegetable broth in there. I don't know. But anyways, if you're vegan, you could have totally used vegetable broth in that, okay? Oh, it smells so good. It smells like chicken soup. My grandma's recipe, she took the carcass of the turkey, she boiled it, then of course she stripped away all the meat, and then she put, I assume she boiled it with water, and then she cut up and sliced up celery, and I don't know if she put ginger in there too. She probably did put a knob of ginger. Hers was just perfect. It was just perfection. She was the best cook ever. She made the best Portuguese bean soup. I'm from Hawaii, so that's the kind of shit that we eat. She made the best pork adobo. You know, my papa, he was Filipino, yeah? My grandma was not. And he didn't eat Filipino food except pork and chicken adobo. And she had the best. See how it's triggering all kind of memories. I'm going to start bawling after this too, guarantee, thinking about her, missing her so much. I feel like it's important for me to talk about this as opposed to hide it, because this is real life. And I feel like it lets people know you're not alone in this if you're feeling all these weird things. And why am I emotional? I thought I made peace with this. Why am I upset? Why am I sad? Why am I mourning still? I feel like if I let you know, listen, I'm going through it. You hear somebody else talk about it, your coworker, your friend. It's like, oh, this is collective. So this King of Swords knows he's met his match. Look at him. He's just looking at her. He's like, oh, shit. She can feel me. But he also can see that she's going through another transformation too. He may not know it's a transformation. He may not know all that, you know what I'm saying? But he just kind of is watching her go through some shit and saying, wow, she looks sad. Well, she doesn't look like herself. But then again, she is more elusive. She doesn't put all her cards on the table. She cool, calm, and collected. Resting bitch face, 24/7. Can't read her out, but he can feel her. She doesn't like that, and he doesn't like it. It's almost like two people that are going, how come I can feel you? I don't know, how come I can feel you? Even mental telepathy, they probably dream of each other, even if they've never met. Okay, even if they're strangers and they've never met. Oh, the Ace of Wands. Somebody extends an olive branch. Listen, right now I keep saying it. What is a better time to confess your love? What is a better time than now to hey, to try and get to know people, to shoot your shot? We ain't got nothing else to do except talk some stories, get to know each other. Somebody extends an olive branch. Somebody here reaches out. It looks like a masculine hand too. The Magician and the Page of Swords, watching, adoring her, absolutely mesmerized by her. It's just the way she moves. He's just mesmerized by it because it's almost like nothing rocks her. She's solid. And even in behind closed doors, you know, in her moments of sadness, yeah, she breaks down. Yeah, she cries. But I feel like it's also the way that she holds herself. She doesn't freak out. She doesn't run and hide. She's not a victim. He finds that hella fucking attractive. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't find that attractive, right? To have a self-sufficient person. You have the Magician here too, as above, so below. But the Magician here is also about, it's almost as if, I just heard the song, I put a spell on you because you're mine. It's like he's hypnotized. You better watch the things you do. All I hear is Annie Lennox, I put a spell on you. The music especially, because it reminds me of 50 Shades of Grey. Those are all the kind of things we can go do. We can go and watch movies and go watch The Notebook and go watch all the 50 Shades, you know? Go watch things we haven't watched in forever. For example, I'm obsessed with the X-Files because my dad, who's a Scorpio, obviously Scorpios love shit like that, right? The esoteric and weird and strange. My dad's obsessed with it, okay? And when it was on TV, live on TV every week, I was in high school. I never watched it. I thought it was scary. I thought it was weird. I didn't start watching X-Files till I was an adult. Then that was the only reason I got Netflix years and years ago, is because I found out all of the seasons were on Netflix, and that's how I watched all the seasons as an adult. Maybe like 7 years ago or so. I don't know. Anyways, doing things like that. Shit, just taking a break, taking a breather. Oh, hell no, hell no, hell no. Lots happening. Oh my God, it's 9 of Pentacles. Let me go in order here. 9 of Pentacles. She's single. She's picking her harvest. She's eating her fruit that grew. She's minding her own business. He just loves that about her. This is her. She just is unbelievable. He just thinks, God damn. Right? And then you have the Lovers. He recognizes this. This is a past life that they've had together. And he feels it. And he goes, I feel like I know her. Why do I feel like I know her? Why do I feel like I have deja vu? Why do I dream of her and she feels familiar? And if you guys actually have met and have been together in like physical, face to face, in the vicinity of each other, it would feel very deja vu-ish constantly. And it would feel very like, I know you, I know you, I know you. It's the stranger that I know. You know that saying, like, it's the stranger? How am I going to know? Well, because it'll be the stranger that you recognize. That's this. It's very old, deep, sacred love union. Very twin flamey. And you guys know I don't like to use the labels. I put them on my videos because other people love the labels. They want to be able to connect to something, right? Soulmate or twin flame, it doesn't matter. It's what you connect to. There are differences in the two, though, right? But it's what you feel that you resonate with. The Lovers is very twin flamey. And twin flames are more so about coming together in this life to fulfill a soul mission. And I think we can kind of see what the soul mission is about. It's about light. And light doesn't always mean he, ha, 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 and I'm going to not let nothing bother me, and I'm just going to be a welcome mat. No. Light is truth. Light is authenticity. Light is about shining the way in the dark. You know how they say, oh, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The thing about it is it's not that the tunnel is the illusion. The light is the illusion, because you're the light. You're the light. This could be Gemini energy for sure, right, with the Lovers. But it's about this old union of souls. Connection of two people. Actually, it's the reconnection of two people. Ace of fucking Cups. There it is. That's what they share. Two of them have drank from this chalice before too, in many past lives. I see it, that's why. You know, in a lot of old cultures and stuff, whether it's marriage or what have you, other religious ceremonies, they drink from a chalice, yeah? Whether it's wine or whatever it could be that they're drinking from it, they drink from it. It's really symbolic too. This is not their first rodeo. I almost want to name it that. Name of this video, this ain't their first rodeo. But it's not. It's not. Hold on. What am I gonna do? So I'm filling out the quads. Here they are. They're hiding. My Lenormand. Here we go. The dog. Companionship. Sorry if my phone's doing the whole bobblehead thing. It's partnership, it's loyalty, it's companionship, it's having a best friend, somebody who's super faithful, somebody who you also just feel super duper comfortable with. That's how you know, like, it's the kind of person where, like, even if you don't feel cute that day and you wash your face and then we don't have eyebrows and we take off our lashes and we don't, you know, we feel not great, they don't give two shits. And they make you feel comfortable where you go, you know what, I don't feel like I have to have my fake lashes on for this person. You know what, I feel okay that I've gained 15 pounds and I'm chubby, because, you know, they know damn well that if I'm attractive chubby, they know I'm even more attractive skente. You know, whatever it is. The bouquet. Love, abundance, gifts, joy, happiness, wishes coming true. This is a very old wish coming true. Somebody may have threw a coin in water, a fountain, maybe a well, I don't know. Wished for this. It was it this lifetime, I don't know, but I see somebody wishing. Somebody could have written it down and put their intentions down on paper. Somebody could have looked up at the night sky and talked to the sun, talked to the moon and the stars and begged and said, please let me find my person, the person that's going to complement me best in this life, my partner in crime. Please let me reunite with this person. And I feel like the wish was granted. Your SOS call has been granted, answered, prayers answered. I can't even talk at this point. I'm so overwhelmed. I think this is absolutely phenomenal energy too. And I think it's all about perspective of, I think the make or break here, whether you come out the tunnel or out of the womb or out of the cocoon, out of the other side here, the initiation is how well you're dealing with all this shit and fuckery happening right now. Whether you believe in shit or you don't, it's not about do you believe in the virus or you don't. It's about, if there is a threat, how am I going to react? How am I going to be selfish? Or am I going to think of people around me? It's not being at war with the virus or being at war with other countries. It's about being at war with yourself. Right? Something tells me during this time period, a lot of epiphanies and awakenings, transformations, but also wishes and prayers answered and granted. Miraculous things will come. It's like the Holy Spirit energy right here. See these two flowers? They look like two, I don't know if they're lotuses, locust flowers. I don't know what they are. I can't tell. But they're like two gorgeous flowers here. And I don't know why I need to point that out. But I do. The two flowers. And then, of course, you have the wings here of the Holy Spirit. This is just an absolute spiritual, divine, ordained, blessed connection. Reconnection. But he's watching this energy of the magician / king of swords. You know, the thing about the magician is they also hide in plain sight. They're illusionists. He could be hiding in plain sight, watching you, blending in with the crowd somehow, some way, however that works or will work. It's a blending in with the crowd. Watching. Very powerful energy too, this King of Swords. He has a lot of experience. Meaning this ain't his first lifetime. He's had many. He's a very ascended master's energy. Does he know he's an ascended master? Probably doubts it all the time. If someone were to tell him you're an ascended master, he would go, nah, no way. Me? Fuck no. That's how you know he is one. Because when they're self-proclaimed, what do I always tell you guys? A lion never has to scream, I'm a lion. Does he deep down in his heart probably say something's different? Okay, I get it, that I'm spreading light, I'm educating people, whatever he's doing, right? In some way, he probably goes, okay, listen, I bet I have some kind of like influence or whatever. But I don't think he goes like, I am an ascended master. No fucking way. I am Jesus reincarnated. No fucking way. There's no way. No way. Nope. He knows he probably like creates movement and whatever. He knows that part. But do he think he fucking Jesus reincarnated? No, he do not. Nope. But that's how you're gonna know this is an ascended master. He brings all this fucking knowledge to the table, right? And he creates movement, and people are attracted to him and what he has to say. But he doesn't only just talk about the light. He also talks about the light and the dark, because there's both. I think that's super important, is that we have to be able to understand we have feminine and masculine, light and dark, good and evil. It exists, both. Just like in nature you have light and dark, day and night, sun and moon. His energy is very powerful because he knows who he is, and he knows who he is because of all the fuckery and shit he's been through. And it's not this egotistical, narcissistic thing. It's not. He shed those things already a long time ago, is what I feel. He did. That's how come you and him are a match, because you would know this is you if you already went through all that shit and fuckery. And now the two of you come together, you would know. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Follow me on Instagram, xi_missy_xi. Also, if you want to book a reading with me, I am still doing readings during this time of quarantine. Click on the description box below, see what I offer, and shoot me an email, and then I will invoice you a payment, okay? Don't just send money to my PayPal. I don't accept payments that way. I want to thank everybody that has sent me donations recently through my link. That's the only thing I accept directly on PayPal, because I got to invoice you for tax purposes. Thank you, everybody that has sent me donations. I so absolutely appreciate it. You guys are too kind. And I send everybody blessings and prayers and protection. And we got each other, right? We all we got. So, see you guys next time. Love you guys. Bye.